For ancient Nubians, beer wasn't just a drink, it was medicine. Imagine standing on the banks of the Nile in ancient Nubia around 2000 years ago, long before microscopes, lab coats, or the word antibiotics even existed. In these communities of northern Sudan, people brewed a drink from fermented grain. It looked ordinary, it tasted ordinary, but hidden inside was something extraordinary. As the grain fermented, it became home for a soil bacterium called streptomyces. This bacterium produces tetracycline, one of the most powerful antibiotics we still use today. Every time the people drank this beverage, or I would say this beer, they were unknowingly taking a measured dose of medicine. Centuries later, precisely in 2010, a group of scientists led by chemist Mark Nelson examined the ancient Nubians' skeleton, and what they found was shocking. The bones glued under a special light, revealing high and consistent levels of tetracycline embedded in them. Not traces, not accidents, but amounts so regular that they told a story. This wasn't coincidence, this was practice. The levels of tetracycline in the Nubians' bones were far too high to come from random environmental exposures, which leads researchers to come to one powerful conclusion. They knew what they were doing. These ancient Sudanese societies had likely observed something crucial. Wounds healed faster, infections were less severe, and people lived longer and healthier. So they kept brewing the drink generation after generation, not as superstition, but as routine, without knowing the chemistry, without knowing the bacteria, and without writing a single medical textbook. Yet, in their own way, they had mastered antibiotic therapy more than 1000 years before modern medicine discovered it. This moment marks one of the earliest known intentional use of antibiotics in human history. A quiet revolution, fermented in clay pots, hidden in everyday life. Long before penicillin, long before laboratories, medicine was already alive, brewing in ancient Sudan.